Hey, what's up, Praise Youth? Happy Thanksgiving. Man, we are so excited that you've decided to join with us today. We have so much in store for you throughout this time. We got some games where we're going to see some people get pied in the face, and we got a hot wing challenge with some hot topics. And also, we got a guest speaker, which I'm so excited for you to hear what he has to say. Let's get into it.
Hey guys, today we're playing Bad Bible Translator with a twist. Jamie, are you ready?
Yes.
Question number 1. Marching band crushes competition with one note. 5, 4.
Jericho! Jericho! Did I get it?
Yeah. Thank the Lord.
All right, Sharon, are you ready?
You gotta pie me, Jamie. You got it right.
Oh. I didn't realize I was supposed to pie you. Nasty. All right, next question.
I can't touch my...
Pause. Group of construction workers failed to reach new heights on building project due to poor communication.
Tower Bell.
Yeah. Pie me.
Okay, Jamie, number 3. They found themselves naked and afraid in paradise.
Adam and Eve. All right.
You gotta buy me.
Oh. All right. Number 4. A big bully is put in his place by a
David
boy.
and Goliath.
My eyes burning.
Number 5. Crowded house party becomes lit when a guy on a magic carpet ride drops from above.
Just pie me. I don't know.
Oh no! It was the paralyzed dude.
All right. Number 6. Surprise bun in the oven piques the interest of farmers and royalty near and far.
Mary gets pregnant by the Holy Spirit.
Yeah, pie me.
Okay. Wait. It's my time. Oh my goodness. Okay, number 7. One kid's lunch turns into the craziest potluck for masses. 5.
5
4.
There's 5 loaves of fish and these are fees of 5,000.
Yep. You went up. Oh my goodness.
My eyes burning. Alright, is it my turn? Oh
Yes.
yeah. A floating zoo took a trip to one thought would happen.
Noah? And the book?
Yeah.
Okay, last one. A mudfish really helped open his eyes to the world around him.
Jonah and the whale.
A mudfish.
Oh, what? What did you say?
Jesus heals the blind man.
I thought you said fish! Okay. A returgitated fish food separately delivers a message.
What? Jonah?
Yeah, just pie me. And that's all, folks! See you later!
In 1968, my father was as far from God as humanly possible. He ran away from home from southeast Missouri to Southern California, and he had been an alcoholic since the age of 15. He went to an amusement park one day, and in a parking lot, he saw these 2 really pretty girls. So he wanted to go talk to them. He went over there, and they were like, "Hey, do you know Jesus?" And he was like, "Yes, praise the Lord." He didn't. Then they said, one of them in particular said, "Would you like to come to church with me on Sunday?" And he said, "Yeah, I'd love to." He didn't really want to go to church. What he wanted to do was get to know this girl a little bit better. Well, that Sunday he went to church. And when it came time to go to the altar to accept Jesus Christ as his Savior, he couldn't wait to get up. And he got his life completely transformed that day. A month later, he started preaching, and soon thereafter became a pastor, and then later on a missionary. In 1987, my family, we moved to Equatorial Guinea in Central Africa to be the very first Assembly of God missionaries that ever went there. And now, many years later, in that small little island, there's over 100 Assemblies of God churches. There's an amazing Bible school, one of the top Bible schools in all of Africa. There's primary schools and secondary schools that my mom started. And there's a nation that is changed. But let's go back in time a little bit. How did that all start? It started with one young woman, whose name I don't know, reaching one young man. And that one young man and his family reached a nation. And now his sons, myself and my little brother, are both in ministry. My brother was a missionary in Senegal for many years, now a pastor in Virginia, and my wife and I are missionaries in Uganda, reaching young people all across the nation, because I believe that if we reach one, we can reach the world. Jesus believed in reaching the one. In Mark chapter 4, you can look it up. At the end of that chapter, he's just had this amazing time speaking to multitudes of people. And he's like, hey, we have to go to the other side of the lake. And I'm sure the disciples are like, why in the world would we do that? But he knew what was waiting in Mark chapter 5. There was one man, a demon-possessed man, so full of demons, he was as far from God as humanly possible. But Jesus knew he was there. And so he said, we got to go to the other side. We have to go reach the one. In Mark chapter 35, it starts off with, as evening came. When we're going to go reach the one, when we're going to go reach the one to reach the world, we have to go to the darkness. When I was a little kid, we used to sing the song, This Little Light of Mine. Go ahead, wherever you're at. Go ahead, you can sing it, I'll listen. Some of you were off key, but it's okay. But here's the thing, we sang that in church, we sang that in children's church, and we sang it with a bunch of other lights, and we weren't making a difference at all. It was just more light in a light place. But we have to take our light into the dark places. We have to take the light into our schools. We have to take the light into our workplace. We have to take the light into the sports teams that we play on. We have to take the light into the dark places, because our light then can make a difference. In order to reach the one, you have to go where the one is, and the one is in darkness. I know that may be scary for you. It's very nice to sit in a youth group, and you have a great one here. But in this day and age, they're not coming to us anymore. We have to go to them. To reach the one, you have to go to the darkness. As they're on this journey, as they're on this boat, to reach the one, the storms came. Now, we think, wait a minute, we're going to reach the one, we're going to do what Jesus has called us to do, and yet all these trials and tribulations are happening to me. And we start to complain, and we start to worry, and the disciples were the same. They're just like, Jesus, don't you know what's going on? And they look over, and he's sleeping. He's relaxing. He's taking a nap. And here's the thing. If Jesus is in the boat with you on your journey to reach the one, you don't have to worry. He's got this. If he's not in the boat with you, then you're in trouble. But if you are going to reach the one, you can be sure that when the storms come, when the challenges come, when the people make fun of you, when all that stuff happens, you can be sure that Jesus is with you and he's going to get you through it. The disciples wake him up. And he's just like, come on, guys, really? I was having a nice nap. And you want to talk to me about some rain and some wind and some waves? Because he's like, this isn't just any storm. This storm is spiritual. When you're going to reach the one, the enemy is going to try to bring stuff into your life that's going to keep you from reaching the one. I'm experiencing that right now. I'm in the United States right now because of immigration issues and visa issues. It's keeping me away because there's a lot of stuff that's happening. There's a lot of ones that we're reaching and more that are waiting to be reached. And so I'm just like, I'm not too worried because Jesus is in my boat. Jesus gets up and he's just like, devil, are you kidding me? Are you serious? You think some rain and some wind and some waves are going to stop me? Did you forget who made this stuff? Do you forget who created the rain, who created the wind, who created the sea? I did. You don't control them. I do. So rain, you can stop. Wind, come on, relax. And sea, just chill. Calm down. In that moment, it ceased. Jesus is in the boat with you on your journey to reach the one. You, when the challenges come your way, you can say, devil, get to stepping. You can't stop me from reaching the one. Jesus is with me. Jesus has called me to reach the one, and so I'm going to go. So devil, get to stepping. You're not going to stop me. So relax. So they get to the other side of the lake, and they come up to the demon-possessed man. And there were so many demons. There was a herd of pigs up the hill, and they begged Jesus to put them in the pigs, and all the pigs went into the water and drowned themselves. We don't know how many pigs there were. It was thousands. And this man was changed. And he comes to Jesus, and he's like, let me go with you. And Jesus is like, no, go and tell your families. Go into the 10 towns. He reached one. And that one reached another one. And another one, and another one, and another one. You reach one, you reach the world. How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. How do we reach the world? One person at a time. Wherever you're at, I want you to put one finger up right now. Whether you're in the house or you're watching with some friends, wherever you're at, put your finger up. Say, God, who's my one? Who's the one that you want me to reach? And right now, God is putting a name, a face, a friend, a teammate, a fellow worker. He's putting somebody in your mind right now. I have a one. His name's Jerry. We lift weights together. I write to him every single day when I'm in Africa. And we've been able to have conversations about faith since I've been back. It's great. He's my one. Who's your one? Reach the one to reach the world. Thank you.
guys.
Welcome
To
the
Hot
Topic
Wings.
Challenge.
All right.
Start eating.
The first hot topic is: are there more eyes or legs in the world?
Eyes. Immediately.
Legs.
You got to think about flies.
Okay, but almost all animals only have 2 eyes and at least 4 legs.
I would say
Octopi only have 2 eyes and 8 legs. The squid have 8.
those are appendages.
They're
You
legs.
cannot call
They
those
got
legs.
8 legs.
Those are not legs. Those are
In
appendages.
science, you don't learn that octopeople, have 8 appendages.
I would also say that
8 legs.
cats only have 2 legs because the front are like arms.
What?
We don't all have legs.
When cats fall, you don't say cats fall and land on their 2 arms and 2 legs.
Yeah, because that would be.
That's not the argument. There are more legs in the world than there are eyes.
But then you guys start
Spiders.
thinking, chair legs.
Caterpillars,
Tables have legs. Chairs have legs.
centipedes, millipedes. What is
Those
it?
all have lots of legs.
Yeah, you picked eyes, bro.
Oh yeah. Then you got. Yeah, you're probably right.
Okay, we'll go to the next one. All right, the second hot topic is: when does Christmas actually start?
After Thanksgiving.
Christmas starts on January 25th.
What?
The day of Christmas. Is that the day of Christmas?
December?
Yeah.
You said January. You're
My-
celebrating Christmas for 11
My
months.
brain
of
is
the year?
overheating. I don't know what you want from me.
Just say the right month at least.
December 25th is the day Christmas starts and ends.
Okay, no, it is socially acceptable. Oh my god. For Christmas to start on December 1st. I'll give it
Me
December
too.
1st.
Me too.
Oh my god. Cheers.
Cheers for cheering? You cheering that? Alright. Ah!
Because while I agree that like the week of Thanksgiving for me at least,
Uh-huh.
or of Christmas, is when I start listening to Christmas music.
Uh-huh.
But it's acceptable to have it playing on like the radios and in department stores December 1st.
Okay. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
Jesus.
Yeah.
On one day. At most 2 days. His labor might have taken more than 1 day. We don't know. But. God! Oh, at the very least. 2 days. And so, Christmas, it celebrates Jesus' birth.
Uh-huh.
So, that's why.
Okay, but we're also kind of guessing on when Jesus was born. Like, there's not a specific day that says Jesus was. No one says. Where did December even come from?
But regardless of that, his birth wouldn't have taken more than a month.
Yeah, but you have to cover. He could have been born anywhere in December. He might not have even been born.
He could have been born the whole year. Are we going to celebrate the whole year of
But
Christmas?
you said you started on January 25th. I think to cover all your bases, you have to at least start the beginning of December.
December 25th. Or January 25th. Whichever one. Or January 25th.
All right.
My
Next
eyes are
question.
fine. They're not going to burn.
Next hot topic.
As long as I don't go blind.
What's your view on Star Wars?
It's the greatest thing that's ever happened, and I love it.
The most overrated science fiction series of all time.
Why do you say that?
You know what Kermit the Frog looks like?
Uh-huh.
That's what Yoda looked like in the first 6 movies.
Hey, are you on the third one yet?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
There's that. Get out of my nose.
All right. Back to Star Wars.
Uh-huh.
Star Wars is great. Because
No, it's not. Why? Why is it great?
because there's so many things. It combined 3 forms of media into one, right? So you take like. First of all, hold on. Let's just talk about the original 3. Okay. 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
You have the original. All right. Okay. So
The first 3 start at 4, 5, 6.
yes, I'll grant you that's a little odd, but you know, if Lord of the Rings can do it, we can do it. So, all right, you take classic westerns, you combine that with classic Japanese films, and then you throw in sci-fi. What's not to love?
The fact that I have to sit there for 3 hours while C-3PO is getting shot at by elite armies who can't even hit a robot who is walking at maybe the pace slightly faster than a running
It's
turtle.
called plot armor. All right, C-3PO had to survive so that he can
C-3PO is the
continue
worst.
to be comic relief.
I would have rather had to sit there and listen to Jar Jar Binks for 18 hours.
Now that is wrong.
Than
Jar Jar
C-3PO.
Binks is the worst character. I'll die on that hill.
He just wanted to be loved. C-3PO was there for chaos and to ruin the movie.
On that note, last question. All right, the last.
I got 3 more wings.
Better argue about this for a long time.
All right. What is the best kind of tree?
He just cracked his neck. I'm scared. I don't even know anything about trees. Here we go.
You go first. I know my answer. I got locked in. Wing 4?
No, bro. I can't feel my lips.
You don't need those.
What do you mean? It hurts to speak. Hold on. Okay, what's the happiest holiday?
That's not the
No,
question.
listen to me. We'll get there. What's the happiest holiday of the entire year? We've already
I
talked
know.
about it.
I like Easter.
It's Christmas.
Okay, sure.
What is in every home? Not every home. What is in a lot of homes during Christmas? A pine tree.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, it is the tree that celebrates the birth of Jesus, who is
Right.
the Lord and Savior,
Mm-hmm.
the Creator of the earth,
Mm-hmm.
and it is adored by everyone
Mhm.
for generations.
Mm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, your turn.
Well, first of all, you're wrong. Pine trees are not the best tree. Pine trees are weak. They do very poorly in droughts. Pine trees suck in droughts. The best trees, by far, are redwoods.
It's right there. Oh, you need milk. Water doesn't do anything for heat, does it?
It works if you just hold it in your mouth. The best tree is a redwood, a California redwood, because they're the tallest tree, and they can survive. They can survive forest fires, and they can survive droughts.
Are you in your fourth wing?
Uh-huh.
Oh, crap. Okay.
And so that's why. The redwood are the best tree.
Okay, but counterpoint.
Okay.
The whole purpose of trees is to provide oxygen
Yeah.
and remove carbon dioxide
Yeah, that's what redwoods do.
from the air.
Uh-huh.
And what better way to be alive than to have your own personal oxygen maker and CO2 remover in your living room?
They don't do that when they're cut down.
Yeah, they do. They're still alive.
I don't know who told you this lie, but your trees die when you cut them down, dog.
Yeah, if you don't give them water. Come on, man. I'm trying to keep it.
I'm so...
Also, California redwoods are only in California. Right?
Another reason they're so great.
There's the rest of the world that grow pine trees. How can the best tree only grow in one very specific place? In maybe the worst state in the country.
Tongue hurts.
I can't feel my lips.
Tongue hurts so hurting. It hurts so much.
All right, do you guys have any last minute thoughts?
On what?
On trees.
There's one kind of tree
There are more than one kind of
that
tree.
is almost as better than a redwood.
Okay.
And that is a willow? No, sorry, not a willow.
Because they're sad?
No, that's a wampum.
And sad people need something to look up to?
Mm-hmm.
You
No,
know,
the
mascot.
The second best tree is a stand of birch trees in the upper northern Midwest. That I'm trying to remember facts when your mouth is burning sucks. It's like 10 square miles big. Because birch trees spread out, and then, or it might be aspens. I don't know. Details are hard right now. And the roots go, and they sprout up lots of trees, and so it's really big.
So it's one tree that grows other trees?
And they're all connected by the same roots, and so it's just one really big tree. But it's really cool. It's really cool because all the leaves change at the same time. Because it's all one organism, so all the leaves change at the same time, and then all the leaves fall at the same time.
But what about the trees in Africa that have no leaves? And they look...
Children in Africa are starving, but trees are fine. I don't know what I'm saying.
He's cutting us off.
I'm in so much pain.
All right.
Water hurts so much.
How close are you guys to finishing your wings?
I have 2 wings.
Who won?
I have 2 wings left. That's pretty even.
It's tough because I have more of the drums and he has more flats. So, can't really judge.
I think I cleaned the bone more,
But
but
you also had less chicken.
I had that chicken. Oh my god, I need water.
Well, let's just agree that they are both losers. They're both losers in this situation.
Yeah.
I need water.
Okay, bye, Sam.
I need water.
Well, that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for joining us in this online Thanksgiving service. Let us know what your favorite challenge was, and also we want to know what you are doing this Thanksgiving holiday. So in the comments, let us know what you're doing this Thanksgiving, and also tell us what your favorite Thanksgiving food is. I know for me, I'm going to be enjoying myself in Mexico on the beach, and I love a nice smoked ham. But again, thank you so much for joining, and have a wonderful Thanksgiving Sunday.
They're fine until you get to the third one.
Yeah, bro, they're good wings.
They're just not good.
But I
after
have
that.
never eaten anything that have made me want to cut out my tongue and cut off my lips.
My leg is visibly
That wasn't worse than the hot peppers, but that was bad.
This is the definition of cruel and unusual punishment.
These are delicious.
They are so good.
These are good.
But oh my
The
gosh.
first wing was great. The second wing was fine.
I don't think I can go to this play.
The third wing.
Are you going?
Are you recording? What are you doing? Well, that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for joining us in this online Thanksgiving service.